Hello my dear students, let us start today's class. Today we have to start a new chapter, that is your chapter 6, squares and square roots. Okay, here when I have given the syllabus, or the scheme of, you can say scheme of studies for your half yearly exam, at that time the course was minimized for this chapter. Exercise 6.1, 6.2 I think, and how to find the square roots by the 3 methods. Those things only I have given from this chapter. Okay, very selective. So let us come to the definition of what? Square numbers. First of all, there will be the definition of square numbers. My dear students, here I'll just explain on the board, and in the note form it will be given what? I am giving it just below the video. See the images just below your video. There are the images. Okay. So first definition is your square roots. I'm explaining it. Sorry, square numbers or perfect squares. Square numbers are, listen to me properly, everything I'll not write. Square number, see, in the definition you will get your, if a natural number can be expressed as n square, where n is also a natural number, then m is called a what? Square number. See, for memorizing it that you use, but here you see, suppose 1 square equal to 1, 2 square equal to 4, 3 square equal to 9. In this way it will go on. Okay, then 1, 4, 9, these are known as your square numbers. See, it can be, this 1 can be expressed as 1 square, 4 can be expressed as 2 square, 9 can be expressed as 3 square, 16 can be expressed as your 4 square, 64 can be expressed as 8 square. That is why 64, 16, 1, 4, 9, 81, 49, all these are your square numbers. Understood? Okay? These are your square numbers. Now, I'll explain here a few points. Okay, I told you that, or I'm telling you, already told that below the video you will be getting the images of this, okay, in written form. So no need to note down now. From the video, no need to write down. You will be getting the images what I am explaining. Okay. Okay then. Now, see here, the sum of first one is the sum of first n odd numbers or n odd natural numbers is your n square. Suppose 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. Okay. So, yeah. What will be this? You will be finding the value, na? 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 5, 9, 16. You will be writing here 16. But if I write like this, 1, 3 plus 5, this 7. See, how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will write 4 square. See, I am getting 16, same value. So without adding, we can find out the what? Sum of first n natural odd numbers. First n. 1, 3, 5, 7. Here you have to write plus 9. You cannot write 11. First n. Consecutive natural numbers, odd natural numbers starting from 1. So if I ask you, suppose find the sum. This one you can write, huh? This one you can write. Find the sum of 50 odd, 50 first odd natural numbers. Suppose I am giving the question. What will be your answer? Okay. Find the sum of first 50 odd natural numbers. First will be here, huh? My dear students. First will not be here. First will be here. Find the sum of first 50 odd natural numbers. So we will write the sum of first 50 odd natural numbers is equal to. Now, will you write 1 plus 3 plus 5 in this way 50? No. What we will do? First, the sum of first 50 odd natural numbers, it is your 50 square, that is your 2500. In this way, you will find out. This one you can write, my dear students. Find the if I ask you find the sum of first 20 odd natural numbers, no need to write like this. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7, 11, in this way 20. No. What you will do? 20 square. 20 square equal to 400. Understood, my dear students? Clear? Okay. So in this way we have got that how to find the sum of first n natural numbers. This one you write the example also. Okay. Now let me go to the next explanation. Now see my dear students, the next point. Let us see what is the next point. The next point is your perfect squares. Now perfect squares or square numbers never end with 2, 3, 7, 8. See, perfect squares. What are perfect squares? You know perfect square or square numbers. Now by seeing a number, how can you judge whether this number is a perfect square or not? So what are the digits we know? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one. Okay. Now if the number ends with, means the unit place is 2, 3, 7, 8. Sorry, not 9, 8. If the numbers end with 2, 3, 7, 8, they are never perfect squares or never square numbers. They are never perfect squares. Now the question comes here. So you may ask me, the means 1, that means 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. If the numbers end with the other other than 2, 3, 7, 8, are they all perfect square? No. All cannot be perfect square, but they can be. We can predict that they might be perfect squares. Okay? Clear? Not sure that if the number ends with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, they will be perfectly, they will be perfect square. No. See here. See, I am giving one example. 14. See, the number ends with 4. But is it a perfect square? No. The number ends with 0. Is it a perfect square? Yes. If I write 100, number ends with 0, it is a perfect square. Have you seen it? So it is not necessary that if the number ends with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 will be surely perfect square. No, not like that. But if the number ends with 2, 3, 7, 8, it will be surely not a perfect square. Okay, so numbers which ends with 2, 3, 7, 8 are not perfect squares. Understood? Okay, here one thing, perfect square always ends with even number of zeros. If the perfect square, suppose this one, 1, 2, 3, odd number of zeros. So it is not a perfect square. 1, 2, see, even number, it is a perfect square. So remember it, perfect square never ends with what? What? Your odd number of zeros. Perfect square always ends with even number of zeros. By seeing the zero also, you can judge whether it can be a perfect square or not. Understood? This is another point. Clear to me? Okay. Now there comes in the next point. Next point is your between n square and n plus 1 square. They are telling between n square and n plus 1 square, your 2n perfect squares exist, non-perfect squares. 2n number of non-perfect squares exist. What does it mean? The next point. Exist. See here. Suppose I ask you to find out the square between 2. 2 and n plus 1 means 2 and 2 plus 1, 3. 3 square. 2 square and 3 square. If I ask you. Now 2 square is 4. 3 square is 9. How many numbers are there? Okay, 3 square is 9 to 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are how many numbers? Between 2 square and 3 square, how many numbers? 4 numbers. Now how to find out this? Now if I ask you between 100 square and 101 square, you will find out the square? No, there must be some formula. Yes, there is some formula. 2 square and n square, 2 square and 3 square, the numbers here n is 2. So if n is 2, then 2n will be 2 into 2. See, 2 2 is 4. So how many numbers exist? See, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I ask you, suppose 7 square and 8 square. 7, see, n plus 1 means the successor, 8 square. How many numbers? Here will be n is 7. So 2 7 is 14. 14 numbers exist. You can find it out. So it is not possible if I give you large numbers, 1000 square and 1001 square. How many numbers? You will find out the square in the exam. It will take more than 3 hours to do one question and it will carry only 1 mark. Understood? So this way we will find out the 2n number of perfect non-perfect squares exist between n square and n plus 1 square. Okay. Then a perfect square can be expressed as the sum of successive odd numbers starting from 1. Yes, you have seen it. Perfect square. Suppose it is your 81. Okay, I am taking the example of 81. 81 means 9 square. That means it will be the sum of what? Successive odd numbers starting from 1. How many? 9. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 11 plus 13 plus 15 plus 17. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. In this way, if I find, suppose 16. 16, na? 16 is 4 square. So, how many odd numbers? 1 plus 3, 5 plus 7. See, in this way. So, perfect square can be expressed as the sum of successive odd numbers starting from 1. It must start from 1. Okay. Now, remember it. One thing. Square of an even number is always even, and square of an odd number is always odd. Remember it. 2 square, 2 even, 2 square, 4, 4 even. 3 square, 3 odd, 9. 3 square is 9, odd. Okay. Squares of odd numbers are odd. Squares of even numbers are even. Okay. Now the general form of a Pythagorean triplet is 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1. This one I will explain when I will be doing the exercise 6.2. This is one point. This point I will be explaining when I will be doing the exercise. So this is all about your explanation, whatever needed for doing the exercises. Okay? Clear? So now let us come to the exercise. Now see, the exercise 6.1, what is the first question? I have already done it, I am explaining it. What will be the unit digit? Unit digit, you know, the digit in the units place of the squares of the following numbers. Okay, the unit digit of the numbers you can see. You have to find out the unit digit of the square number. So here you see, if the number is 81, what will be the unit digit? 81 into 81 means you have to find out the unit digit of what? 81 square. Whatever. No need to find out the value of 81 square. By seeing the number, by seeing the unit digit of the number given, you can guess the unit digit of the square number. 81, 1 1 ja, 1 into 1 is 1. If it is 27, 7 7 ja 49, so 9 will sit. Is it? 9 will be placed. Suppose the number is 25, so 25 square. What will be the unit digit? 25, 5, 5 5 are 25, 25, 5. From 25, 5 will sit. Okay, in this way. Suppose the number is 29. What will be the unit digit of 29 square? 29 into 29. 9 9 ja 81. So 1 will sit. Understood? So here also say, see, since the unit digit of 81 is 1 comma, in the same way you have to write. Therefore the unit digit of 81 square, 1 1 ja 1. Here 7 7 99. 9 9 ja 81. So 1 will sit. 7, see, 7 7 ja 49. 9 will sit. In this way. If it is suppose 212. What will be the unit digit of 212 square? 2 2 ja 4. 4 will sit. Okay? In this way, we can find out that if the unit digit of a number is given, you can easily find out the unit digit of the its square. Okay? Okay. Now see the next question. The next question is, the following numbers are perfectly not perfect squares. They have given already that these are not perfect squares. But you have to cite the reasons. So what I told you, for numbers not being a perfect square, the numbers which ends with 2, 3, 7, 8 are not perfect squares. And if the number ends with odd number of zeros, these are not perfect squares. Is it? See, 1, 0, 5, 7, it ends with 7. 2, 3, 7, 8, it is not a perfect square. 8, 2, 3, 7, 8, 8 comes, not a perfect square. See, 1, 2, 3, it ends with odd zeros. 3 is odd zeros, so it is not a perfect square. It is already given that the numbers are not perfect squares. Only you have to cite the reasons. So remember it, my dear students. Okay, so but the way of writing, it will be like this. It will be like this. You have to write in this way. Directly, if you write it is not a perfect square, no, I will not give the marks. You have to write like this. Okay, my dear students? Clear to me? Is it clear? Okay then. Now come to the next question. Now see my dear students, question number 3. What is question number 3? Question number 3, the squares of which of the following numbers is would be odd numbers or even numbers. I am including another part of the question. Okay. It is given odd numbers. You write oblique even numbers then question mark. Okay. The squares of which of the following would be odd numbers, oblique even numbers then question mark. Okay. Now see 431. What I told you? The squares of odd numbers are odd, squares of even numbers are even. So let us find out if 431 it is odd. Since 431 is odd, 431 square is also odd. 2826. Since 2826 is even, therefore 2826 square is also even. Understood? All of you? You can do it. Now question number 4, 5, 6 patterns. You cancel it. Not required. Question number 4, 5, 6 cancelled from the syllabus. Come to question number 7. Without adding, you have to find out the sum. Yes, without adding. You cannot add it. Okay, so what you have to write? This is what? Sum of first n natural numbers equal to n square. Is it or not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will be 5 square equal to 25. Okay, my dear students, in this type of question, this writing of this part is must. Otherwise, I will understand that you have counted and written. Hopefully, you have not counted. You have done by 5 square, but you have not mentioned in the answer. I will cancel it. I will give a big 0 in the answer. Mind it. You have to write this one. Do remember it. Do remember it. Okay, here also. See how many odd numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Means 10 square, that is your 100. You can add it, you will get 10. Are you getting me? Here you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is your 12 square. That is the answer comes to be 144 in this way. Are you clear? You have to write this part. This part the must you have to write, but this is also must. 5 square, 10 square, 12 square you have to write. Okay. Now come to question number 8. Express 49 as the sum of 7 odd numbers. You have to express 49 as the sum of 7 odd numbers. 49 is a what? Perfect square. So perfect square, I have given one point in the note. I have explained it just now that perfect squares can be expressed as the sum of successive odd numbers starting from 1. Okay. So here your question number 8 I am doing here, my dear students. 49 as the sum of 7 odd numbers. So write 49 means 7 square. So 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11, okay, plus 13. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You add it, you will be getting 49. Understood? So 49 means 7 square. So it will be the sum of first 7 odd numbers starting from 1. First 7 successive odd numbers, one after another, starting from 1. The next question is number 2. Express 121 as the sum of 11 odd numbers. So obviously 121 square is how much, my dear students? Sorry, 121 means 11 square. That means 11 odd numbers, na? Starting from 1. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13 plus suppose 15, okay, then 17, then 19, then 21 I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is your answer. So after 7, you write down question number 8 from here. Okay, I have not rubbed the board, changed the board, in the same board I have written. Okay, clear to me, my dear students? I think this much clear. Have a glance on the board. Always remember, here the sum of first n odd natural numbers is n square, what we have done in 7. And number 8, it is your what? Perfect squares can be expressed as the sum of successive odd numbers starting from 1. Okay, so hope you have understood. I have given so many things today. Very easy, square roots, squares and square roots, very scoring. So do it properly, my dear students. More 2 classes I will take to finish up the chapter. In the next class, I will be doing your question number 9, 7 done, 8 done, 9 is remaining. Then I will go to exercise 6.2, only 2 questions are there. Then exercise part finished, then I will teach you how to find out the square roots of numbers. Course over. Okay. So this much for today, my dear students. Have your classes properly. Okay.